Hey, that was us.
That was us.
That was us.
I'm sitting here trying to share while we're doing this. Sorry.
Oh, Ricky and Tim can be doing all the sharing. We don't have to do that. We got a show to do.
Whatever. Get in there and do your intro, buddy.
Folks, welcome to Packman Paranormal. I'm Ernie Pack.
Denise Pack.
That's right. We are Packman Paranormal. We have been busy. Like we said last week when we finally got the chance to do another show. We've been helping out in every way possible at Waverly, from scrubbing toilets to taking out the trash, you name it.
Yes, sir.
And since tour season started March 1st, we have been up there 5 or 6 or 7 days a week ever since then. Mm-hmm. And it's been amazing.
It has been tiring, but I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Right. And this is by far, and you know, I've been there off and on since 2009. This has been by far the most active season in every way. I mean, we've had all kinds of activity, the whole spectrum of paranormal activity. And we've had some great guests. I mean, we're sporting shirts from
Haunted Nights, Steve Broke,
Warner Paranormal Explorers.
Turn around so they can see the back because the good stuff's on the back. Hold on.
Can you see it?
Go this way some. It's backwards. Warner Paranormal. There we go. Matt Warner. And all his team. We had
we had a whole
a whole bunch of them. I don't even try to name them. And Amanda and Scott from they're now the Haunted Ones. So
yeah.
So
we've had a big a lot of great guests up there. Last Thursday we had Riverbend Paranormal and Riverbend, Indiana. And they had a few other guests along with them. Kat from Trinity Paranormal Long Island was there.
Yep.
I don't know. We've had a lot of good folks that we've known, we've talked with a lot online and things like that over the last couple of years. But got to meet some of them for the first time and hang out with them. A couple of them that were there are going to be with us tonight. T-Dog, Tim Kummer. Mm-hmm. And Rickey Hellard, Vacuum Boy. So let's go ahead and get them on screen. I see Rickey already telling me I'm number one twice. So here we go.
Everybody likes a little suction, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What's up? Comments up there.
Well, there they are, right there. So anyway, how you guys been?
See people this time. Look, last time
I see names. It doesn't just say Facebook user everywhere.
Yeah. There you go. That's a start.
That's a plus from last week. Last week was all screwed up. I think it was Facebook's fault last week.
It wasn't mine. It was either yours, Facebook's, or.
It is never my fault.
Okay. All right.
We'll go with that.
Better recognize Ernie.
Yeah.
We got Bob, Lars, Wes, Courtney, Todd, Leanne. I've seen all kinds of people. I know I'm not going to get everybody. Jennifer, all kinds of people over here. Hello, everybody.
What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
Hey, Courtney.
So.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
You guys had a kind of a busy week last week. You did a little road trip and hit a few locations. Had a meet and greet. Tell us about it.
Go ahead.
Don't everybody talk at once.
T-Dog.
I know you want to talk.
I know you want to talk. T-Dog.
It's been a Wednesday night at Bobby Mackey's with some people from New York. Kat from New York and Chris Nora from New York. And Brandon's sister and a friend of his from Pennsylvania. It was a little quiet that night. We had some interaction at Bobby Mackey's, but it could always be better. We had some little different interactions here and there in the portal area and up by the stage. Chris Nora at one point thought he seen an apparition behind the bar. It's still to be determined. I haven't been through the video yet to see if there was actually one back there, but all in all, it was a good night. And then Thursday night we came hang out with you guys and had a good time at Waverly Hills as always. Hang out with Ernie and Denise for a little while, and it was great, man.
I had to leave y'all early. I was sad.
Yeah. Well, I remember walking up and we were on the front side of the building, and I kept hearing someone talking. Like, "Where's that voice coming from?" And I look up, you're all the way up top. I was like, "Oh, there's
Yeah, I
the nurse
remember
right
that.
There's a crazy nurse
There's
on the
a
roof.
crazy nurse on
Yeah,
the roof of
right.
Waverly Hills. Imagine that.
Yeah. But it was nice. We had some personal experiences. I know my son and a couple other teammates were sitting in the cafeteria area, and my son had asked, "Well, did you like the food that was served here?" And on playback of the EVP that night, he heard Mel voice say no, that he didn't like the food. And then I think there was 4 or 5 teammates in that area, and they seen what looked like a man dipping out, a shadow of a man dipping in and out of one of the doorways before you get into the cafeteria. So, so there was some personal experiences. I haven't been to no audio or video yet from Waverly. I've been too busy, but I'm sure Rickey's got some stuff he can tell you about. But
Oh yeah, second floor and first floor.
Saturday night we were at Crown Point. Yeah, we had our meet and greet. It was a wonderful turnout. A lot of people came and showed us some love, so that was nice. Again, some experiences, but it was kind of busy tonight, so it was hard to get really into some serious investigating. I made use of my time by just trying to make sure everybody else was good and showing everybody around and just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
Been a crazy weekend.
How that goes.
But a fun weekend. We had a lot of good time. We met a lot of people, got to hang out with a lot of people. So we'll do it again anytime, man. That's what I love to do.
Yeah.
We're used to running around making sure everybody's having a good time. That's kind of like the story of our lives these days.
That's about all we've been doing since March 1st, but I'm not complaining.
I'm not either. It's been a blast.
I love to see people's, especially on the public events, but even on the privates. I mean, just about everybody that, you meet up there that's never been there before. One of the first words out of their mouth is, "This has been a bucket list thing for me forever." Yeah. And, just to see their face as they, get to see the building and then explore it and then experience something. I mean, I love that.
It seems like every year we've been there for the last few years, we always bring at least 1 or 2 people that have never been there with us. So seeing their facial expression for that first time when they get an eye view of the building.
Yeah, just driving up the hill is something.
Yes, it's terrific just to get their reaction to the building itself, not, including all the rest of it, investigating just that first glimpse. Yeah. I know.
And Ethan, oh man, speaking of the first glimpse, oh my God, like I've never seen my friend get that excited about anything, and I've known him since high school. Like we pulled up to the building and he just had that like little kid in Christmas little kind of like chuckle to him, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's it. That's Waverly Hills right there, man. There she is." And he's just like, "Whoa!" So,
do you see the question we put up there on the screen? Somebody wants to know what's the saddest EVP we've caught. I don't know.
Ever? Actually, one I got from Old South Pittsburgh Hospital, honestly. At the time I had been sweeping out a stairwell back in 2017. We were trying to clean up the one of the stairwells area. And you can literally hear, I don't know if it was a woman or a kid, calling out saying, "All I want is life." And then kind of like a distress, kind of noise. So that would probably have to be the saddest I've ever heard, because it's just like the spirit saying they want to be alive again.
Yeah, I think whenever I've had the help or save me, when somebody seems like they're reliving their last moments and you happen to catch it, whether it's residual or an actual intelligent, that's kind of disturbing a little bit.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I mean,
for me, it seems like we get more of that than anything.
Yeah.
People reaching out, saying help.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, and y'all are probably tired of hearing it, but it was Sarah reaching out, asking for help and screaming no, 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 when we used to tell the story of the abortion and the affair and all that stuff. And, I'd go back and play that stuff back. And I felt so bad because, I was contributing to her torment, basically,
Right.
And then you hear her voice, begging you, no, help me. No, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
And it's just, you feel like crap after that.
Yeah.
That's part of why I made it my mission to tell her story. So every chance I get. But anyway. That's a good question, though, Robert. Appreciate it.
Y'all got all kinds of people over here saying hello in the chat. I was going to try to get them all up
everybody?
What's up, everyone? Thanks for taking the time to tune in with us and talk with us. Ask me
Yep.
questions. Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your son and daughter are both in here. Well, no, I see your daughter. Nope, I don't see
Just,
Cody. I see Ethan, though.
Ethan.
Beth actually said hello, and she said, Tim, tell Cody I said hello.
All right.
That's not bad.
She had an adopted son from that night.
Right. Yeah, they seem to click pretty well that night. That's good.
They did. They got along great. Tim, you and I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time together, but we did hang out a little bit up on 5 and talk a little bit about what was going on up there. But got to hang out with Ricky and Ethan down on 2 for quite a while. And we had some experiences down there, and we were hearing things and seeing things. Yeah.
It just seemed like the night went by so quick, man. I didn't even have time to even think about doing a fear challenge that night. I was just so busy with everything else, I just lost track of time, brother. I really did.
Yeah. Well, it's a big place.
We'll be back down here in August 29th. We'll be down there with you guys and some other great people. So I'm looking forward to that night, brother.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a whole posse of us up there. We're gonna have that place swamped, but
it's gonna be a good time.
We'll try to break it down and give everybody a little bit of direction so we're not climbing over top of one another.
Well, and about half of us that are there that night are actually tour guides there, so it's not like we're kind of going to be.
We can go get out of the way if we need to. Let the rest of you guys have your time because we're there every night.
No doubt.
But I don't know. So, Ricky, you have sent me a few EVPs that you caught.
Yeah.
You've just been started on, or just gotten started doing the review. What do you think?
It was interesting, especially just 2 minutes into that session where I just had me and Ethan after we kind of had split off. That's where I had like the most quiet time, is right after it started raining. And I know we were hearing a bunch of stuff throughout the time, but the one that stood out the most to me, 2 minutes in, it sounds like a man like in the hallway saying, "Oh my God," or something like that. Yeah. I can't make it out like 100%. That to me, that's exactly what it sounds like almost distressed. Like, I don't know, walking in on a dead body or something. I don't know, that kind of, there's a few other ones that I wasn't too sure about because I didn't know exactly where other people were in the building, but I mean, it sounded like it was coming from the floor. A lot of talking. There was also a sneeze. We caught a sneeze. I don't know if anybody on the other floors, I'm still waiting to hear back from some people if they were sneezing. It just, as far as like audible sounds and stuff, it went crazy. We were seeing, the shadow play in the hallway, and the most vivid one that I can remember seeing is actually seeing somebody walk like their shoulders in their head with a dim flashlight over them between the nurse's station and went back behind there, but there was nobody walking around,
Right.
Welcome to Waverly Hills. We say that phrase about 20 times a night. Welcome to Waverly Hills.
As I'm pushing Ethan back to go towards the break room and where everybody was at, we actually started hearing high heels across the floor. To me, that's what it sounded like. I mean, it's a very distinct sound. So at first, I thought it was, the rain, hit, but then again, it's like, no, you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Well, it was weird.
At one point, we heard footsteps in the lobby area too. When me and you and Ethan were down there doing a session.
Really?
In the corner of the lobby. You was right there. You don't remember hearing footsteps in the corner because you went and recreated the sound? I was like,
oh yeah. Well, so much stuff happened that night on the first floor.
Yeah.
I mean, it was freaking crazy down there. Yeah, I do remember now.
What were we doing down there in the lobby? Was it the Estes method or just
they were doing the dual Estes method?
Yeah, they were doing a dual Estes method, and you were just chasing shadows up and down the first floor hallway the whole time.
Yeah, what happened, what originally started, what sounded like a kid calling out. And this is where I wish I would have just, I got to go through, I think I had my EVP wristband going. Now, the Zoom H1 or HN1 recorder is a very good stationary recorder. It's not good if you're running around because of the mics, the wind. During this whole time, you can still hear it. I had to throw it out because it's just too much contamination from the wind coming through the mic. But I remember as it happening, it sounded like a little girl calling out or a woman calling out from the main hallway. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. So I went over there and I stood by the main door as they're doing their thing. And then all of a sudden, somebody just has like a full conversation. Like somebody was walking up. Originally, I thought it was Tim, coming from base camp. Coming up because at this time, Tim, you were up on the 5th floor, bro. I later found out. So everybody was really held accountable for where they were at, and I'm hearing all sorts of talking in the hallway, movement, and I actually do have it on recorder of me going, "What the fuck?" Because you hear something go ding, like somebody's in a room or something, and I'll go, "What the fuck?" And you just hear me keep walking towards it. It's almost like cat and mouse because I would get close to it. And then it would just stop. And then I'd hear something else down the hall. It was like it was trying to lead me away from whatever was going on.
Yeah, trying to single you out.
Trying to separate you so it could do something to you.
Right? Trying to bring me to my maker. I was like, nope. I knew what was going on. I'm like, you thought you had me, huh? So I turned around and walked back.
Todd asked, what are some of your favorite experiments to run at haunted locations?
Experiments? Me, technically, it's just my style of investigating. I stopped asking this, the same old questions that everybody asks when they go in on the location. I just go in there and talk to them, ask them about their day, like we're talking now, shoot the breeze with them. And to me, I've been getting a lot of results. I get more results doing that than anything else that I've ever done. So I guess that's kind of like an experiment that I tried that it's proven success. Other people try it too. So.
Brittany, if you're going to be there September 5th, me and Ernie will be your hosts that night.
That's right. Tim, what are you, aside from getting chained to a wheelchair and blindfolded, what are some of your favorite experiments?
A lot of places I go to, I just try to relate with the building. I mean, I've been at jails and I've acted like a guard. I've dressed up like a guard with the Billy Club, I remember we were at the Rhodes Hotel here in Indiana, and the younger boy that was in the family died of TB. So I actually laid in the bed of the room that he died in, that he was quarantining in for the last couple of months of his life. And I played his role as a TB patient, telling him, "Mommy, are you here with me? I don't feel good. I can't breathe." So it just depends on the location, but I always try to experiment with reenactment of the location that I'm at. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Tim, look at the comment there because we're talking about you getting chained up and tied down.
I tell you what, I think everybody should try it at least one time. Since we're talking about Waverly was the first lockdown for me. The 4th floor, the old teammates kind of just chained me up and blindfolded me and put me in a wheelchair. And I didn't know where I was. As they're wheeling me down the hallway, they're turning me in circles and doing this and doing that, and finally stuck me in a room. Some random room on 424. And that was actually my first one, was at Waverly Hills. And that's been 3 years ago.
It's kind of hard to scare me, so I don't know if doing that to me would really be. That's not really a fear challenge for me.
No,
because
it doesn't scare you. It doesn't scare you at all. I mean, some people it might scare, but
we need to throw snakes all over her for.
That's about the only thing. That's about the only thing that scares me. I don't like snakes, but I'll do just about anything else.
I wouldn't say as much scary as it is intense as everything around you. You start hearing
it gets your other senses alert.
Yes, very much. I totally get it. Gets your adrenaline pumping.
Robert, we're talking about Waverly Hills Sanatorium right now, where they recapping their trip there. What, Thursday?
Yeah.
And then Brittany asked what the best equipment to bring would be. I'd say digital recorder for Waverly because you catch so many EVPs.
it seems like that's what stands out the most at Waverly is the EVPs that we capture for sure.
And then be sure you enjoy your personal experiences. That's one thing. Everybody that comes up there wants to break out DVRs, and they spend so much time pulling so much stuff out. Waverly is full of personal experiences. If you just sit down and enjoy it, just enjoy the building.
Don't worry about documenting the holy grail of evidence, because no matter what you catch, somebody's going to try to shoot it down anyway. Just experience it.
Yeah.
And see what you get, because I mean, the place delivers. I mean, I know I'm biased, like I always say, I'm biased, but
we kind of like it just a little bit.
Of course, it's Waverly. How can you not? You know,
right. Well, what do you guys have coming up?
We are supposed to be in Dallas in August for the Paracon. We're going out to New York in July to the Hinsdale House in Wildwood Sanatorium. We'll be in Gettysburg again this year for the Gettysburg Bash.
I want to go back to Gettysburg. We have to go to Gettysburg.
The Dead Con, I'll be going personally. I think that's the same weekend as the twins' birthday, though, isn't it, Tim?
I think so. But,
yeah, I mean, so I'll be up there.
Booked. I mean, we got things booked all the way up until October right now. And then, you know, when we get back from Gettysburg that following weekend, we'll be back down there with you guys.
Yeah.
So we got quite a bit coming up. Trying to make it out to Nevada State Prison with George and Kara if we can.
George and Kara are coming the 29th with us.
I know. I've been talking to George about it off and on, and I keep telling him we got to get you out to Waverly, man.
Fuck yeah. I mean, hell yeah.
Looking forward to that. But then we got some little, investigations here and there in our hometown between different investigations, and I'm sure we'll have more stacking up on our plate before we know it. So, but right now we're looking at New York, Kentucky, Gettysburg, and Dallas are our big ones coming up at the moment.
Yeah. Well, that's you all always put the miles in. You always have. So it doesn't surprise me.
Oh, yeah. The train's not stopping.
And we got to go back down to Tennessee, too. We got to go to Tennessee again down in Tennessee. So, yeah.
A lot of good locations down that way.
Yes. I want to come back down there. I want to come back down your guys' way and check out some more down there, because the two biggest places I've been in Kentucky is Waverly and Bobby Mackey's. I'd like to check out that Octagon Hall down there.
Octagon Hall, the Simpson County Jail is good.
Yeah. So if you guys,
let us know when you're coming. We'll set up a trip to go squatching with Squatch Man.
Yeah.
Do a little bit.
That'd be nice too. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
We'll go down to Casey Cemetery to what they call the Gates of Hell. Yeah, we got a lot of places that we can get out to around here. We're just swamped. And we normally, I mean, this time last year, that's what we were doing every weekend.
Every night.
We were traveling, on the weekends to haunted locations, and every night through the week we were running down to Casey Cemetery or going squatching with Squatch Man or something like that. But this year we've just been
Waverly.
I've done the Sasquatch side, so I'm a virgin on that. That'll be a first for me.
Well, you think
we'll break
vacuum
you in
cleaner ain't got nothing on the truck.
We'll break you in gently.
Damn.
Plus, it'd be nice to come down there and hang out with Leanne and Todd and everybody too. You know what I'm saying?
Our house is one big party every weekend. Right. They're all staying with us. They all shack up here, and we all go to Waverly together. We come home, we eat together, we sleep together.
We don't poop together.
We do kind of poop together. Yes, we poop together because we open the bathroom window and talk while we're pooping.
Krista calls us the Waverly Hills.
It happens. Look, he's laughing. It happens, Ricky. I hate to admit it, but it happens.
You guys hold hands through the window, too.
Right. Look at this.
Waverly Hillbillies. That's right.
What's going on, Krista?
Oh, man. Kool-Aid's watching.
Kool-Aid from...
What's up?
He works at Waverly Hills, too.
Okay, all right. I don't think I've met him.
Yeah, Leanne says only Todd and Ernie poop together. Jason poops too with him, Leanne. It just depends on who happens to be in the bathroom.
What are you talking?
You don't even.
This show is. Remember your show a couple weeks ago, Ricky?
Oh, I remember.
It was her and Beth that ruined your damn show, and she's trying to do it tonight.
No, me and Eileen have responsibility in
well, Eileen's just trouble. I'm so glad Eileen's not in this chat right now.
Originally, we were talking about the paranormal, then we went to talking about nasty things with vacuum cleaners and all sorts of other things.
That's what you get with Eileen,
right?
Anyway,
Beth says we all sleep with Ernie too.
You not get paid enough for this, Ernie? I mean,
my life is hell, Ricky. I'm telling you, it is.
Dang.
It really is.
Look, Todd says true.
My life is hell. That's what he's saying. True.
Oh. Look, Shannon's going to get Eileen.
Don't get Eileen, Shannon. Leave her alone. She's fine.
Shannon,
she needs her rest.
Come on in here, please.
She needs her beauty sleep.
Shannon, tell her she's missing out right now. It's perfect time to torment Ernie.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Crystal? She says she guesses her comment's been overlooked. I don't see anything up here.
I don't know. Let's scroll back up here.
I'm looking.
I don't know.
I don't see anything. Crystal, nothing came through from you. I'd definitely put it up there. I'm way there. It is. It says, "Hey Ricky, hey Tim," and that's it.
What's on? Yeah. What's going on, bro?
Hello.
I don't see anything else.
All right. Anyway, so what? Well, you have not.
We were talking about pooping.
Now, see, you just. I had focus there at one point.
That's from all that hot shit you guys are eating. I'm always seeing you guys eating something fucking hot, having challenges and stuff.
Yeah. Well, we do that. We do that. Yeah. That's
do that.
We do that. Get it? Do. I said do. Get it? Oh God.
That would be Jason Herod of our group, Midnight Wolf Pack, that has all these hot challenges. The funny thing is, he divides it so that everybody gets a piece, but he always runs out before he gets a piece.
Yeah, it's like, oh well, there's not enough for me to get one, so you all enjoy. Yeah. Well, bitch, bring more next time so that you can have some. You're gonna challenge everybody else to do it and then run out before you get a piece. Anyway. So you haven't gotten around to your evidence review yet, have you, T-Dog?
No, I'm not yet, brother. I still got, plenty to go through.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I know,
a lot of people.
I know my brother.
Go ahead.
My brother Chris messaged me earlier. I think he picked up a couple of things, but Ricky, was that from Waverly?
Yeah, there's something when they were setting up one of the cameras. I think he was also on the second floor. They actually caught what sounds like, to me, I'm hearing like it's a long hello, like Tim, but it also sounds like there's something at the end of it. Almost like hello there.
Huh.
I don't know. It's just hard to, I need the raw audio file.
Yeah.
But I know the body shoot, me, Ricky, and Ethan went down there that night, and Ethan and Ricky stood at the top, and I went about 3/4 of the way down. It was a little wet and slippery that night. But the further you got into the body chute, the fog was really bad. And looking up towards them, you could barely see them, and that fog was just creeping on by me.
That's a cool look.
We started making fart noises. I was always curious how a fart sound would, travel in the body chute. I had to do it.
I've been in there plenty of times hearing fart sounds. I can tell you how it travels.
I can't remember what you said, Tim, but you said something back to me. But it's entertaining. I could literally sit down there and entertain myself all night doing that.
Yeah, last year when I was down there doing my challenge, that's when they stuck me in a wheelchair down there too. They always want to stick me in a wheelchair at Waverly for some reason, except when they put me in the morgue. They put me on the slab, but last year I was down there and I just kept remembering I'm about halfway down there in a wheelchair, I'm just like, man, I hope something doesn't push me down the rest of the fucking way. I'm in this wheelchair, so I got my feet planted on the ground, and I'm like, I can't check the brakes to see if the brakes are on or not. But on playback from that video, when we first went down there, everything was fine. But about midway through the video, the fog starts creeping down around me in the video, and everybody's like,
It was badass.
What's that? What
it was
that?
badass.
But yeah, it gave it a really cool effect. And during that session, the biggest thing that happened was I asked a question. I said, do you like what Tina's done with the place? And a male voice came through and said no on the recorder. So that was probably the biggest little piece of evidence I got during that session down there in the body shoot that year. But
yeah.
Yeah, there's been something creepy in the body shoot here lately. Something's in there stirring things up. There for a while, we were telling people, investigate it. You might get something. We can get some good EVPs, but it wasn't our favorite place to go because we didn't really catch much of anything. But about the last month, there's been a lot of activity coming out of that body shoot.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys about it, but we had the Louisville FBI SWAT team.
The night vision goggles.
Yes.
No,
and they went running out of the body chute.
Oh, wow.
And
all 8 of them.
Damn.
They had something running up from the bottom toward them, and it spooked them. And I mean,
Their response was epic. I like their response.
Yeah, that's a threat we can't neutralize. We can't shoot that shit.
Can you imagine that if they actually had live rounds in there? You would have probably heard, do. Oh, shit, run.
Oh, great. Look who just joined us.
Hi, Eileen.
Uh-oh. Now we got trouble.
All right, folks. Well, I'm glad everyone joined us. That's it for our show this week. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
I'm good to back and clear. I'm bring back.
That's what he does. Don't you point at me. Like Todd said, well, poo.
Oh, Lord. Well, I thought we was going to have fun tonight, and then Eileen showed up.
Right. Darn it. Oh, what's up, Eileen?
Vicky says she can't wait to check out the 3rd floor. What's on the 3rd floor you're wanting to see, Vicky? I'm just curious. I mean, there's stuff all over the place. I'm just wondering what's
fill you in on what's there, but what is it that's got you drawn to it?
What's drawing you to the 3rd floor? Shannon says you're welcome. She went and got your buddy Eileen for you.
Thank you, Shannon. You're such a sweetheart. No, the 3rd floor. The other night we had a group in there that the guy said that he kept seeing a white dog just kind of circling in the hallway, and they were trying to call to it, trying to get it to come to him, and it would come like toward him a little bit, then dive into a room, and then the next time they'd see it, it would be further down the hall, and then it'd come back toward him, go into a room, and they'd see it further down the hall again.
Wow. Interesting.
He kept moving closer to it.
Vicky, the 3rd floor was the men's floor. Not saying there couldn't be a woman up there, but the 3rd floor is the men's floor.
Yeah. But, it could have been from the Woodhaven days, though. She could be from the Woodhaven days. Because,
maybe.
That was just during Waverly days.
That was a nursing home, wasn't it? Woodhaven?
Yeah. Yeah, after Waverly closed in 1961, it reopened a year later as Woodhaven Geriatric Center.
Yeah.
Got you.
Actually,
so
do you remember that lady's name that I was telling you about that used to work there? She lives down in Florida. I can't think of her name at the moment, but she's on my friends list. And she was a nurse there at Waverly Hills. And actually, I was going to try to get her to come down and talk with us when I invited her to come this year to come with us to, take her back to Waverly, but she was in the hospital and she's having some health issues, so she wasn't able to make it. But
yeah, that would be awesome.
Vicky says she thinks it was a nurse, so she's being drawn to a nurse on the 3rd floor. So that would be possible.
Yeah.
Hi, Holly. Holly just popped up in here.
I see that.
Oh, what's up, Holly?
Kool-Aid is in the house, he says.
He's still in the house.
He's still in the house.
He's still in the house.
That's what's up.
Kool-Aid sounds good right now. Fruit punch.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But well, I had something. See, you keep interrupting me, and I got something good. I start to talk, and you're like, "Hey, somebody said something."
Wow. Get him.
Hello, Rebecca. Don't be mean to me.
I'm not being mean to you. I'm just being quiet so you can talk.
Last night, guests at Waverly Hills. I introduced myself. I'm Ernie Pack. A dude had his head turned, had his back to me. He's rooting around in his trunk. He hears me introduce myself. He about hit his head on the trunk lid, turns around. Packman Paranormal? I said, yeah. He didn't know who you were.
I don't think that's how it went. I think he asked for your love.
Whatever.
He knows you're not Packman Paranormal without me because you can't do nothing by yourself. You don't even know where your damn wallet is most days.
All right.
It don't matter if he knows where it's at or not because they ain't got nothing in it.
Damn.
She don't let me have any money. Anyway, so Tim, let's talk and just ignore her and Ricky for a minute because Ricky's just laughing and encouraging her.
Exactly. He's good at that, man.
I'm laughing at you too.
Yeah, Leanne says you're digging a hole. You are.
What am I? I'm not digging. So anyway, Tim, where are you going next?
We might be taking a little trip with some people to Randolph here in about a week or so. I mean, we've been there plenty of times, but the opportunity's there in between the bigger locations, so we might decide to go do that with a couple people. You know,
I like Randolph. We were we were there in what, January, early January, right? We were there in early January. We had some crazy activity.
We were not there in early January. We were there December 17th.
Okay, well, you could have answered when I asked the first time
Just further,
instead of staring at me like a retard.
Just further to drive home the fact that you don't know if you're coming or going without me.
Hey, Tim, put that shit down, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
You're in charge of the schedule.
Exactly, Ashley. She said, how did men survive without us? They can't. They cannot survive without us.
Man.
Lord. Let's see. What are they saying here? Holly's headed to the Hinsdale and Wildwood in 1 week. Eileen said something.
And then Beth's talking about my sassy pants, and Eileen said that I wear the pants in the group. So there you have it.
Nobody cares what Eileen said.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
And I have some serious backup according to Beth. So.
Okay.
Bring it.
What do they say now? Yes, queen. Or whatever. Tim's all awkward over there, like, what the hell?
Hey, Eileen, there is a flip-off icon. I have found it on multiple occasions. Look, she turned my comments off so I can't defend you.
Who did that?
I didn't do it. I don't know. Somebody turned somebody's comments off. They're commenting as Midnight Wolfpack. Who is that?
It's probably Todd if it's someone defending me because he's the only one that would defend me.
Damn.
Shannon is going back to the brothel in Montana again. She stays at this brothel. I'm starting to think she might be a brothel.
I knew that was coming.
Leanne said it's that Todd.
I knew that was coming.
You say it's in Montana?
Todd.
Yeah, the Dumas brothel in Cabbage Patch in Butte, Montana. It's supposedly a really active spot. Phoenix, Jansen, and Shannon go out there quite a bit. And I've heard a lot about it. I've never been there.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go out that way. I haven't been out that way either to investigate anything.
Montana's beautiful, too. Just the scenery alone would be worth the trip, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Kool-Aid, don't even say you'll stand up for Ernie because I know your wife. Don't make me break out the big guns.
Ain't nobody safe.
Gosh, this is how it works around here, isn't it? Anyway, So what? Okay, let's throw Waverly out of the mix.
All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and say, let's throw Old South Pittsburgh out of the mix because you all talk about Old South Pittsburgh and Waverly all the time.
Yeah.
Give me 5 of your favorite spots because I know you guys travel a lot.
You go first, Sam.
I gotta say, I got a couple of favorite ones up there in New York. Lynchworth Village and Kings Park.
I'd like to go there.
Yes, it's a very crazy place. As far as here in Indiana, I really like the jail up here, Crown Point Jail. That's probably my favorite location here in Indiana. Last year, we went to Sweet Spring Sanatorium in West Virginia. That was a pretty cool place. I liked the area. It was just kind of tucked away in the middle of mountains. So that was new and different for me. And just the place itself, I don't know. I was mesmerized by that place. I mean,
I'd like to get up there myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I think one last location that really stood out. Ashmore Estates wasn't too bad.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah, I'm big on it. And just the way that Rob and Terry runs his locations,
right.
I really like it. I mean, it's a really laid back and welcoming atmosphere at those places.
Yes, very much.
That's something we're trying to bring to Waverly this year, with some of that, personal touch and just, friendliness.
That makes it so much of a greater experience when you're there with hosts that are actually being hosts or are allowed to be hosts and interact with you guys. It makes it that much better. I love it when you guys hang out and we get all that hospitality from the host. Man, it's great for us. I appreciate it. Makes it much of a more memorable experience.
So 5 locations, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Me has to be Gettysburg, probably more so than the other locations, is because the fact of some of the experiences I've had there. I've had in 8 days, so I got to really spend some time on the battlefield during the day and night. And I will say, I mean, it lives up to the haunted reputation that it has.
Absolutely. I love Gettysburg. It's one of my top 2.
Oh, yeah. It's a must for anybody. Any of the battlefields. The second would have to be Fort McAllister. Oh, yeah, that one as well. Fort McAllister in Richmond Hill, Georgia. That was like my first big investigation as a paranormal investigator. It's an old Confederate dug-in fort. So it was responsible. I think it protected the waters that led over to where Fort Pulaski was. But it changed. I mean, they exchanged fire with the Union Army. I don't know how many times. It was like a total of 7 skirmishes there. But the 7th one, it fell to General Sherman when he came through the back end of the fort. And that place alone is like a Waverly or an Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. You don't need any equipment. You can just go out there and just sit and experience it. Residual, intelligent, it's got it all. Third would have to be, based on evidence, Madison Seminary for me, just based on some of the audio clips that we caught last year. I produced some of the best audio I've ever experienced as a paranormal investigator. Tim had his stationary recorder left in a room during a time block where nobody was up there at all. I don't even think Jeremy or anybody, whoever was up there, there was nobody up there. And you just hear how mental people sometimes make weird noises. People are like, when they heard it, they're like, oh, it's a demon. It's a demon. No, it's not demonic. I think what we caught was the only way that this entity knew how to communicate in life. So it made this really weird kind of growly noise. We caught a scream right after someone had walkied on the radio. It gets real quiet, and you just hear some woman just start screaming at the top of her lungs, just screaming. And nobody was in there screaming. The Phantom music, which got deleted off my recorder, I don't know, before I even got to the hotel, which was strange. After we caught it, Tim heard it, Adam heard it. It was after the fact because Frank, who's one of our, you guys met Frank, he was running around playing periodic music. Right. As a trigger device, or trigger object. And lo and behold, it produced some pretty crazy Phantom music. At first, we heard it sounded like bagpipes. We really listened to it. It sounded like jazz, or swing music. You hear the trumpets and everything from the 20s or the 30s. it swings around then. It's just a real jazzy kind of sound to it. And there was nobody was playing the speaker or anything. This came from, a room that had no electricity. So I can't explain it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's insane. Fourth would have to be, I'm trying to keep it, legit active. Randolph County Infirmary for me. A lot of, we love that building here. And of course, where we just were, the old Lake County Jail.
Yeah. It's pretty good list.
We like haunted Lake Shawnee amusement park, abandoned amusement park in West Virginia.
I want to check that out.
It is worth going, even if, we had crazy active paranormal activity and got a really good couple of pictures, but even if none of that would have happened, the experience itself was just
we had a blast just camping out there with the team and everybody sitting around the fire and having a good time and watching the sky. You're out in the middle of nowhere. You can see every star in the galaxy you can see.
Right.
It's just awesome.
That's what I love about what we do, man. Though, don't get me wrong, I love paranormal investigating, but I cherish the bonding and stuff like that you make with people, meeting people, just the experience and just making memories with my teammates. Me and T-Dog's long ass car rides, conversations and stuff like that. Hotel room shenanigans, we're all goofing around.
It's in West Virginia, Eileen. It's the haunted Lake Shawnee amusement park.
Yeah.
Isn't it on the way over to Sweet Springs or something? It's within, well, I don't know if it's within the area.
I think Sweet Springs
I'm not sure where it is in relation to Sweet Springs.
I think they're both up in kind of the same, region.
Let me look it up and see if I can find that information while we're sitting here.
It's in Rock, West Virginia. I do know that. Rock, West Virginia.
Yeah. So let me see.
But anyway, no, I would say that Lake Shawnee would be on the list. Ashmore would be on the list. I got to go with the Old Stone Jail just because, for a small location that you've never heard of, that place delivers some evidence. And it's very inexpensive, and I just love the way that Bill runs it down there.
It's an hour and a half between the haunted amusement park and Sweet Springs.
That would be a good 2-day
76
event right there.
miles.
They would fit together very well.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Floki. Floki joined me on the tour last night. They were there for an investigation, and he's here to say hello. Thank you for joining us, man. Hope you enjoyed the shirt. I hooked him up with a Packman Paranormal shirt because he's a big fan of mine.
I want to take.
He didn't like Denise, but he's a big fan of mine.
I want to take just a minute to say something that I hadn't even said to you yet, because I don't know if you've noticed it online, and I don't know if anybody can see this. This is my coffee mug from the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast that I got many years ago.
Awesome.
I dig it.
Awesome.
I want to give a shout out or send up a ask for. Send my condolences, ask for a prayer to go up for the friends and family of Leanne Wilbur, because she has been the owner with Daniel Woods of the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast for many, many years. Just sold it like last week, and she passed away yesterday unexpectedly at 50 years old.
Wow.
So she did not even get to reap the benefits of the money that she got after restoring it and getting it, investing all the time and energy and effort into this place. And then she sold it. And I know she had to make a killing off of it. And she didn't even get to have the money hit her bank account before, stop.
Did you intend the pun? Make a killing off of the Lizzie
This
Borden?
Is not
well,
the
you
time.
Said that.
This is not the time.
I'm just saying you said that.
But she did not even get to reap the benefits of her hard work and efforts. And it was unexpected. I don't know the details. I've just seen it in passing on Facebook. So I just wanted to say we're thinking about her family as well.
Sure.
The past 2-3 years, the paranormal community has been hit hard with losses. It's sad.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Whole lot of folks.
But I just wanted to throw that out while I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
So.
Sure.
Well, thanks for that uplifting.
Hey, it needed to be addressed.
In the show. Now let's all I'm gonna stab myself in the eye with this planchette. She's mean to me.
So, do you guys have any free time this year? Do you guys have anything else planned besides Waverly this year?
We had stuff planned, but we pushed it all off because we kind of, before all this happened, kind of knew that we might be in this position. So we had already prepared to, we didn't have anything set in stone. We hadn't bought tickets or paid for anything because we knew that this was a good possibility. We had some ideas of things we might want to do after tour season. But,
good night, Robert. Thanks for joining us.
And when is that? When does your...
We're trying to get tour season extended. So
yeah, we're trying to get to where we can open up for some more private overnights and maybe some more public events after the haunted house. Whereas in the past, once the haunted house was over, we were just shut down until March. We're trying to get them to extend that a little bit, maybe take in some more private overnights.
Maybe do some of the events with people that's been wanting to do events.
I know Ray Savino's chomping at the bit. There's several folks chomping at the bit to get in there for events. So we're trying to persuade the board that's going to be a good thing.
There's just been a lot of changes really fast. And I mean, I get it. You just, when you're basically making a lot of changes, you're trying to just keep your head above the water. So you don't want to put too much on your plate before you're ready to deal with it. But we're trying.
Makes sense.
Eileen, who's going to let you go to Waverly?
Oh,
I can't wait to get to Waverly. Let me know when you think you're coming.
that's messed up. I thought we loved Eileen.
I used to.
Oh, she's putting on the tiger over there.
She said Denise Cox going to let her come to Waverly.
Me and Ricky need to get down to Mississippi and check out some locations down there with them. So.
MISSISSISSPPI, I think is how you spell it.
How many ISSs you got in there?
That
was like Mississippi.
Mississippi. Exactly. It's exactly what I was trying to do. Or me so pissy?
I am the head of the group, Eileen. I control all these folks.
Oh, listen. You got an awful huge opinion of yourself for somebody who can't open a pickle jar.
I didn't need a pickle. You're the one that needed a pickle.
Okay, let's talk before we're talking about pickles now. Now, where can this lead?
Ricky, just slow your roll, brother. We're not talking
trying to prevent it. I'm trying to prevent it.
Or anything like that tonight.
I'm trying to prevent it.
We can just feel the love between you guys. Can you imagine what pillow talks like for them? If they're like this,
I don't want to
know. Can you imagine what pillow talks like? Oh my goodness, that's got to be comical.
Can I get a Hoya?
I don't know, y'all. There's a reason I'm not getting any sleep when he gets home at 4:30 in the morning, and I got to get back up at 8.
Just saying. Once you've had Pack, you won't go back. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-oh. Okay. That was clever. I got to give him that.
I wrote that shit, Ricky. I got it copyrighted. Don't be trying to steal it.
I just love you guys. I love your guys' energy together, man. You guys are just so comical together, man. You guys are a great couple.
We just have fun and try to be who we are, not put on a show or anything like that.
Believe it or not, this is us when the cameras aren't running. This is like all
day. We've seen it.
You've seen us.
Yes,
you've had pizza with us. You know how we are.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Leave me alone.
I'd like to
Ricky, we hoes.
Well, you guys we got like 6 minutes till I got to tell all these people to get off my computer.
That's a good way to put it.
He's got a bedroom to move. We're moving his son's room tonight, so he's got a full evening ahead of him.
Yeah, well, she probably.
I thought you were just thinking about his bedroom.
I'm gonna prop my feet up and say, "Move that over there. Wipe that off. Move that over there." That's my evening.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like kicking him out completely of the bedroom.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all got anything you want to plug or send anything you want to send folks to check out, anything like that?
Well, we're on the Paranormal Worldwide crew. That's where you can find us. Go ahead, T-Dog. You take over for a change. I'm always taking over.
Well, I mean, everybody knows about, T-Dog and Ricky and the rest of the Riverbend crew. We're on the Paranormal Worldwide crew, running strong still. We appreciate the members and people like you that support us, and we try to support everyone as well. So we'll keep doing what we do, while everybody else does what they're doing. And we got a lot of cool stuff coming up this year.
What kind of plug are we talking about?
Beth.
Tom Beth? What kind of plug? Are we talking about a wall plug?
I will be needing
bottom
more of
plug
those. Thank
or
you.
butt plug?
Appreciate it. Maybe some other time. But hey, we're just honored and so happy to be a host on your guys or a guest on your guys' show, man. We appreciate you reaching out and having us with you guys, and look forward to August, seeing everybody there. April and George and Kara and Wolfpack and Midnight Wolfpack and everyone that's gonna be. I'm looking forward to that. That should be a really fun night.
We got a lot of great folks coming up to join us. Josh Purvis is going to be there.
Yeah, Josh Purvis from the Searchers is actually going to join us.
He's actually from. I always thought he looked familiar. He's actually from my neck of woods down in Georgia. I found that out. He's from the Macon, Georgia area. I didn't live too far from there. I'd seen him around like before Searchers and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It'd be cool to actually hang out with some Georgia family.
Oh God!
Now, Beth, it's 2021.
Ricky, hold on a minute, Ricky. Wait, Tim. I apologize. It's obvious that you and I have tried to keep this above board and professional the whole night, but then you got this bunch over here in the chat, and Ricky and Denise have just taken everything straight to the dumpster. I apologize.
No. We're all guilty. We're all very guilty. But
something wrong with that boy. I'm telling you,
exactly what Eileen said. What's professional?
Shannon is going to be there with us on August 29th.
I'm not getting paid for this.
Eileen's not invited, is she? Please say no.
I don't know if Eileen's
so fucked up.
Eileen is mean to me, Ricky. You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right. Well, we will let you guys go, I guess, because Denise is gonna make me do stuff, and I don't want to. But I mean, Ricky, get your mind out of the gutter for once.
I haven't said anything. Yet.
Lord. Anyway, guys, it was great having y'all. We had a blast when you guys were up here. Tim, sorry you didn't get to join us for pizza, but we've done that in the past. We'll do it again in the future.
Anytime y'all are passing through, let us know.
Yeah, anytime you guys come through Louisville, give us a holler, man. We'll meet up and have cold beer and pizza or whatever. Just say hey, whatever. But
even if you guys have a little cookout at the house, a little bonfire somewhere, call us, man. We might swing down and hang out with you guys for a couple
hours. Get up to Indiana?
Hey, we party every weekend. Come on up.
Every weekend. We got the whole wolf pack here.
Yeah, the whole wolf pack will be here this weekend. Come on down.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, bring $75, or you're just gonna be hanging out here at the house by yourself because the rest of us are going up on the hill.
No doubt.
But we'll cook out before then or something like that. Who knows? If nothing else, run and pick up some pizza or chicken or fish or something. But anyway,
sounds great,
guys.
Eileen says she loves most of you guys. Eileen, I can't imagine which one you don't.
Eileen, you're just the sweetest thing. Love you, Eileen. Everybody take care. We appreciate y'all joining us. We're gonna try to do this as regularly as we can now. I think we got things getting back to normal at Waverly, where I believe we'll be able to be on every Wednesday night kind of rotation again. But if something comes up, I mean, we're 3 minutes from the gates. We're usually some of the first people to jump in and help out if they need us for anything. So
yeah.
But we're gonna try to be regularly on at 8 o'clock every Wednesday, and we're gonna have good guests like these guys, and maybe even better ones than Ricky. People that have a little bit of couth about them and will not take the show.
He said you was number one again.
Yeah, number one. I'm nothing special anyway, so.
No, it's been an honor having you guys on here, and it's great to be able to call you guys friend, and I hope we can hang out again soon. Y'all take care.
Love you guys.
You two stay on here for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show, but I'm gonna talk to you guys when we get off here. Folks, join us again next week.
Hopefully next Wednesday we'll make an announcement.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, we'll just keep following Packman Paranormal. We'll let you know when for sure we're going to be doing it and who we're going to have on. But in the meantime, everybody be good to one another and just keep laughing, keep smiling. Have a good time. Enjoy what you do, whatever it is. We'll see you.